Have you had a friend of yours or seen something in Facebook that was telling you about somebody who was doing something or somebody who was running some kind of business to make money online, and you thought to yourself, geez, that would be really cool if I could do that. Really fantastic. I wonder how I could do that. Maybe you've seen some emails, something that was sent over to you that gave you some information on some kind of method to make money online. Unfortunately, a lot of those are I'm not going to say bad, but they take a little more effort than you might think. And especially when they're cast as a get rich quick kind of scheme or method. They may be out there. I don't know of them. I haven't found any like that, but I do have a method here today that I just want to show you real quick how you set up and get going at it, and share with you some information that I have found out about this method. And the method actually uses a very, very popular web site. It's called Amazon, and I'm sure you've heard of Amazon. Probably a buyer on Amazon, or you've priced things on Amazon. Amazon is pretty ubiquitous at this point. So it's a very powerful medium for buyers and sellers to get into. And in particular, I'm going to show you this one method that is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but will allow you to start small and build over time and make, well, you could make an entire living at it at some point, but not get rich quick, that's for sure. So let's go ahead, and I want to show you what we're going to be talking about today. I'm just going to jump right over to Amazon here and get you on the screen. It's the the standard Amazon screen that you would go to when you log into Amazon and then sign in, and there you are. Now there's a million things. There's not a million. There's tens of millions of things for sale on Amazon. So the question is, if you're going to get into this online business on Amazon, what should you do? Should you sell jewelry on there? Should you sell clothing on there? Do you get into electronics on there? Certainly many, many possibilities. I'm going to talk about one today, and one that fits Amazon extremely well, because it was how Amazon started in the first place, and that is books. Books are amazing. They have and I'm talking about physical books. They have longevity. They don't just disappear after a year or so, get worn out. Sure, they get used and slowly degrade a little bit, but they can be around for quite a few years. And because this is the medium that this is the item that Amazon got started with, they have in their belly literally tens of millions of book listings on their website at any given time. In fact, I've heard closer to between 20 and 30 million. It's a lot. So there's a lot of product. All right. So the question is, how do you get into that business on Amazon? How do you get into the book buying, selling business on Amazon? Well, I'm not going to go into that in depth here. I'm just going to show you some surface stuff, and then I'm going to show you some information that you can have that will allow you to learn about it. I'm not an expert at it, but I have somebody out there who is. I'm going to share their information with you as we go along here, and then I'm going to show you a really powerful tool that I've landed on just by chance. I was out on the web searching, found this tool built by this great guy who's been doing this since 2007, I believe it is, and he's pretty much the guru in this industry. All right, so anyway, so let's get started. I've have my Amazon page up. I'm going to go here and click on books, and we're going to go see if we can find a book that we can buy and sell. All right, so now interesting. So you're thinking to yourself, well, what do you mean buy and sell? Well, because of Amazon, you can buy books on Amazon, and believe it or not, resell the same book on Amazon for a much higher price. Not every book, some books. And the key is to find those books that you can buy at low prices and resell at high prices. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Okay, so we're going to go find one right here, see if we can find one. All right, so I'm going to go in here, and in particular, I'm going to focus on more of like textbook, college type books first. Well, that's what I'm going to focus on the whole time here. So let's just stay with textbooks. It's a subsection of it. The reason I like textbooks is, every 6 months or so, there's a whole plethora of students who need textbooks. So there's a regular need for these books, and they tend to have a little higher prices. Okay, so let's scroll down here and look at these different categories. And so how do we get into these textbooks? All right, so we have, oh, look here. Right here is a tab called textbooks. Let's click on that. Okay, great. Okay, so we have all these different categories for textbooks. We have business and finance, computer science, education, engineering. Let's just law, medicine and health. Let's click on the medicine and health button right here, and let's go into those textbooks. And what Amazon does, returns an ongoing list of textbooks in the medicine and health sciences, which is what we clicked on. Okay, so we can go in here and look down and say, wow, look at all these books. So which one should I look at? Well, obviously, if the book is selling for a very low price, what would seem to be a low price, it'd be kind of hard to find an opportunity to sell it at a high price. So I would look at ones that tend to have a higher price here. So let's say this one right here, this Jarvis. Let's click on that. It says that it's selling for $106. All right. And you can see it over here, and there's the ISBN. And so there's a lot of information here. I'm not going to teach you this whole method, but I'm going to show you a little bit about it. Okay, so we're going to go see if we can buy one of these books. So let's see all the buying options. I click here, and it's going to return all the buying options. Okay, so here's the prices for rental. If you want to rent this book, you can pay these prices here. These are rental offers that are available. Then we get into some used and edition, and you can see there's $77 and $76, $75, and then shipping as well on top of that. And we can keep going through these and scrolling through and so on. So, but we're interested in the first step of the process, which would be buying. Okay, so we're going to go back. This is a graph that would not normally be seen by you, but it is on mine because it's set up here. But you can actually get this information for free. Most of it, anyway. Most of this information is free, and you can get it as well. And so it's a little extension that gets added on in Chrome, and this becomes available when you go into this step of the book research process. It becomes available right there in front of you. Look at a lot of information here, right? Anyway, you'll learn how to read those graphs in time if you get into this. It's not that hard once you get started. So let's look here. We don't want to rent this. We don't want to rent. We don't want to rent. So let's look here. The first book that's maybe in decent condition. So we could buy this book for $77.57, and it's got free shipping. Well, obviously, make money on it, we have to sell it for a higher price than that. So you're thinking, well, how do I do that? Well, let's see here. I'm going to go over into Amazon Prime and see what's happening over here. Oh, we've got some more rentals. In Amazon Prime, there's a price. The lowest price in Amazon Prime is $97. So it's almost $20 more. So, hey, maybe we could buy that book in not a Prime offer, and then maybe we could send this book into Amazon and get it listed, put our listing up here, and offer it at $97, just like this person did. Okay. Of course, it's more complicated than that, but it's not that complicated overall once you get used to it. The reality is, you went over to the fulfillment calculator on Amazon, and you said here $97 is what you're going to sell a book at. See if I can find that real. Pop in here, revenue calculator. Go. All right, and it wants us to enter an SBA number, so we'll go back over here and go back and get the original SBA number for this book. 1 second, I will grab it. Click here. And I will pump this into the search box there, and we'll select this one. We'll go back and select one of the other ones. Let's try this one here. All right, because we're just trying to get this information up here. Okay, so it gets us this calculator and allows us to enter information here. Well, it was the first item is the item price. Well, we're going to sell it for call it $97.30. Okay, about that. And if we bought that book, we'd have it in our hand, but we'd have to ship it to Amazon to get it into their system. Let's say that was $4 to ship that book in there. And we remember the cost was about $75.80 or something. Close, okay? So we click calculate, and it goes through the process and says, whoa, net profit minus $7. Ooh, or minus 7%. So that doesn't work. Although it's kind of close. And the question is, why does that not work? Well, we didn't include a bunch of fees here. A bunch, but several fees. One is an Amazon selling fee right here, and it's $16.40 when you sell something price, a book for that price. And then there's a fulfillment fee of $6.07. When you subtract those out of the net proceeds, the proceeds are going to be $70.83, but we paid $77.80 for the book and shipped it in for $4. Bottom line is lost money. Okay, so that would mean that we need a higher price, right? We would need a higher price in order to make a profit on it. So this book doesn't pan out, right? We're just not going to be able to do a buy and sell on this book and make a profit. Okay, so no problem. Lots of books, right? Let's go back here and get back to our original listing here of medicine and health sciences textbooks. We'll go to the next book we'll use is human anatomy. So we'll click on that. I'll go ahead and grab the ISBN quickly while we're here. Click on see all buying options. Okay. We're going to look for non-prime used and new to see what we can buy. Don't worry about the nuances of why that's the case. We're just looking to see how low we can buy one of these books. So we can get here 104 plus free shipping. It's an acceptable condition. Well, let's say that we said that'll work. All right. So it's called $104. Ooh, pretty high, right? What are they selling on in the prime side of things? Ooh, the lowest prime is $144. So we had the non-prime as 104, and the prime low is 144. Okay, so let's check that out over here on our revenue calculator in this new ISBN number, like this, $144. course, we have to ship it to Amazon, so it's going to be about $4 to ship it to Amazon. Sorry, $144. Cost of the book was $104. We do a calculation. Ooh, there we go. We can make $5. So it's about 4% net margin. Okay. Pretty low, pretty low, right? But it might happen. Nobody said that price is going to be good by the time that book gets in there. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to happen instantly. You have to receive the book, which is going to take a little time. Then you're going to send it back in, which will take a little time. So it's not going to be up and listed at that price. It's possible that that price could change by the time your book arrives. So, all right, so that one didn't work, but no problem. We can test another one here. All right, so we can go back. And hopefully you're getting a little bored right now. And the reason is you don't have any method here. You don't have any improvement to the process of doing this that will make it reasonable for anyone. I mean, can you imagine doing that process on each one of these books? So that isn't the case. There are ways and tricks to make this much faster than what I'm showing you here. So you need to know what those tricks are. And my friend Peter Valley, the person I was telling you about before, his name's Peter Valley, guru on online book arbitrage, wrote a book, and he's wrote, I don't know, it's maybe a dozen books on the subject of online book arbitrage, primarily focused on Amazon. And here's one of them right here. Okay. And the title of this one is Online Book Arbitrage, Peter Valley. And it's a step-by-step guide to sourcing books in your pajamas. Pretty cool, right? And inside this book, I'll give you all the details. He describes a variety of improvements to the process I just showed you that you can use right out of this book to find books faster than I did. All right, pretty cool, right? And he shows you ways to analyze them so that you have a better idea if you're making money or not. You don't make mistakes. It costs you money. You want to reduce those mistakes. He has that all detailed in here. And this book is free. It's free. And I'm going to have the link down below this video so you can click on it for the Online Book Arbitrage, the free book. I think you have to pay shipping and printing. It's printed on demand. Which is it's inexpensive. So you can get this book. And interesting, he has this, see right here, this is actually shipped out of Amazon's warehouse. This book is listed on Amazon, and you can, when you're done with it, if you want to send it in there and sell this book, you can probably make a little bit of money on this book. Not going to make a killing, but probably make some money. I personally am not going to sell my copy, keeping it right here. And so in that book, you're going to find a really cool and awesome improvement to the process I showed you to find books and sell books on Amazon. But that's not why I have you here. I have you here because the same person, Peter Valley, co-created a tool called Zen Arbitrage. And Zen Arbitrage is used, it's like sourcing books on steroids. All right, so this is you take what we're showing you, he'll show you this in here, which is no cost. You can get the book and then have essentially no cost to get started other than buying the books and shipping them in. You can get started for a very low investment. But his tool, he charges for it, and believe me, it's a great price. I've compared it to competitive ones. I mean, it's amazing how low it is compared to the other ones. But once you get started on this, or if you get started on this, you're going to want to improve this process even more. So we're going to jump over. I'm going to show you his tool and give you some examples of how quickly we can source these books and analyze them to know if they're decent possibilities to make money on. All right, so let me switch over to Zen Arbitrage here. Second. Okay, and so there we are, Zen Arbitrage. So what you're seeing here is a screen that you would log into if you're in Zen Arbitrage. Sorry about that. And you see my picture up in the upper right. Okay. And in Zen Arbitrage, you have a variety of filters that you can set on here to control the return of the book information that will let you analyze these books much quicker. And in this database, there is over 10 million books in here. So it's a huge, huge storehouse of information. And it's the question is how to slice it and dice it so that you essentially filter out the ones you're not interested in to see the ones you're interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and set these filters here I've kind of written down. I'm just going to go ahead. There's a variety of ways. I have multiple ways of looking at a few of these filters. I'm going to set the use price to maximum of $25. I'm going to set the Amazon price to a minimum of $25. Don't worry about the settings. I'm just doing it right now, but I'm showing you there's these settings in here that you can control to return information that meets that criteria. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and click apply filters. Here we go. All right, so it's starting to return results. Okay, so we're trying to find books that we can buy on Amazon and then sell on Amazon for a higher price, right? Well, the books that are on Amazon generally, the ones that are for sale at a lower price are what they call merchant fulfilled. They're not books that actually reside in Amazon's warehouses. The merchant, whoever that might be, could be you, has that book at their location. They list it on Amazon, and when they get an order, they ship it from their location. That's different than Prime, FBA Prime. FBA Prime, the item is actually in Amazon's warehouse. And so when you place an order for that item, it comes right out of their warehouse and ships to you direct from Amazon. Okay. And the Prime buyers generally don't shop the merchant fulfilled products. Right. And textbooks, I told you before that textbooks were amazing. Why is that? There are a huge supply of used textbooks that are available. A huge supply. So Amazon has these listed, or you can list your used book on Amazon and resell it, not as a new book, as a used book, but you can resell it later at a higher price, selling it through FBA Prime. And this happens, believe it or not. The first one that I did, I bought the book, and I'll jump into this here in a second, but I bought the book for $3 and $3.05. All right, I had it shipped to me, which cost me, because I got several books, it cost me about $1.50. So I had just under $5 invested in that book. I then shipped it with some other books into Amazon's system so they could put it into their warehouses for sale as a Prime book. That cost me about another $1.50. So I was just around $7 total cost for that book, right? It was listed on Amazon for about a week and a half to 2 weeks and sold for $33.99. All right, now I had in at $7 total, and it sold on Amazon for almost $34, call it $34, right? Now that's not all profit to me. Amazon took out their FBA fulfillment fees, they took out their fees, the other fees, and when it was all said and done, I had about $15 left over. All right, so I had $15 and I had spent $7, and so my profit was over 100% on the book, right? Pretty amazing. It did so well on, I bought more of them, right? And they're on Amazon for sale right now. So anyway, it does happen. It does happen. And so we're going to go and see here if we can find one real quick using this amazing tool called Zen Arbitrage, put together by Peter Valley and his technical team. And by the way, he uses this himself every day. So we go in here and we're going to say, all right, we're going to look at, so the filters set, but how are we going to analyze? Well, we're going to look at the used book column here. This is what we can buy it for. By the way, this price includes the shipping costs to us. So this is a true cost landed at our doorstep. So that's the final cost we would pay with shipping and everything to us. And we're going to sell them on FBA Prime. That's this column. So this is the current lowest price offer on FBA Prime. So there's a lowest used offer at $6.83 and the lowest FBA at $9.55. There's not much difference between those. This is not going to be a good book, right? In fact, you can check it. You can check it over here on the right. Integrated into this tool is another feature which is amazing. It's this calculator right here, right? This is a calculator to check your profit. You click on it. It pulls in the $6.83. See it right here. Already, we don't worry about prep fees. Generally, starting out that would be 0, and we would say, "Hi, we're going to list that for this FBA price of $9.55." We go ahead and enter it, and it calculates our net profit. Help if I put a decimal in there. Minus $6.56. So it's already taken out all the Amazon fees are taken out, and we're not going to make it. We're going to lose money on that. And this is not a good book. So we need to have a spread between these that are even bigger than that, right? Well, it just so happens I have a calculation I've done here, several of them real quick. For a $6 book, to generate a 75% return on investment, and I'm talking a true 75% return on investment of all your costs, that book needs to sell on Amazon FBA for $29 or more. Okay, so our filters are set, and we're going to start looking down the FBA column here for a number around $29. Ooh, look at this. Right there's one. Pretty quick, right? So do a quick check here. Hold on. Let's see where we're at. So we can, as you can see here, the $5.73. We could buy this book for $5.73. Lowest FBA price right now is $26.50, right? So I have a little calculator. I'll just do that. And $26.50. And that's a return on investment of 59%. Pretty good. It's just right away here. We found a book. That's most people would go nuts over that. Can you imagine? Okay, imagine buying a book like this. Just say one for $5.73. All right. And by the way, that 59% that I just told you also includes the cost for you shipping it to Amazon. It's putting it in its FBA program. So that's all in cost. That's a real percentage. If you can sell for $26.50 and you can buy it for this when it's all said and done, which is likely, and maybe the price might be different, might go up, might go down. No one's has the answer to that exactly. But if you did this, you would make 59%. So you would have a net profit of $5.69, to be exact. All right. And you say, well, wait a minute, that's almost the same that I spent for the book. And this is based on this plus a cost of $4 to ship it into FBA, which is, by the way, high. That's not normal to cost that much. Because a lot of times when you buy 1 or 2 books or 3 books, you send them in, the cost gets distributed over those books, and it's much less. I've paid as low as 83 cents to ship a book in to FBA Amazon. In fact, the whole set of books I sent in were all at 83 cents each. So pretty low. So $4 is reasonable. And that would be an investment of $9.73 to make a profit of $5.69 for 59%. What stock market can you get 59% return in? Let's say that the whole thing took 3 months. 3 months time from the time you bought it, spent the money, to the time it sold. 3 months, 59% return. What's that annualized? 180%? Come on. That's not a stock market thing that you can get. Maybe you can find that every once in a while on one of the Bitcoin coins. But this is pretty amazing, right? In fact, I want to tell you that nobody that I know of that's doing this like I am is targeting 59%. Most of the people I know are targeting between 75 and 200% ROI. And those deals, those situations, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, thousands of them available. So they're there. It takes a little more searching than just grabbing this one and going, but you could. Okay. So let's scroll down, look a bit more, and see what we can find. Again, I'm kind of looking for stuff in around $29 or $30. These little spyglass things, they're actually probably half of those are great opportunities, but I'm not going to get into what that means. It's not part of this review that I'm doing here. And so, as you can tell, I love this tool. I enjoy using it. It's easy to use. It's reliable. It's got good information in here. Pulls this stuff, updates over and over, many times a day. And so it's getting you the latest and greatest. This one was getting close, but the cost was up to $16. You're probably wondering why these vary over here. It has to do with shipping variations. But anyway, that's not a big thing. As long as you check the two when you decide to pursue a purchase and a sell, you're comparing them and going to do your due diligence. I mean, this is the first cut is just to find them, find possibilities. Oh, look at this one right here. Almost exactly where we need to be. So let's pick our calculator out. 623. We put in 29, 28.99. Let's be exact. 28.99. Hit enter. That's $14.1 of net profit for $6. Now, this doesn't have any place to put in how much you spent to send it in to Amazon. I usually figure $4. That way I'm covered. So my real book cost would be $4 higher than this. So I just go ahead and add 4 to that, make it 10.23, and recalculate. And there you go, $10.10. Okay. This is essentially 100% return on investment, right? You spent $10.23 total and made $10.10. So call it 95% or more, right? So this is a great deal right here, or at least a great deal to pursue and do due diligence on. Go in there, do a little research. Doesn't take that long, a couple minutes to answer this question, whether this is going to be good or not. But right now it looks very promising. I would flag that right there. Look at that. I flagged it. Now that flag will stay. So I can go back to this book later, but I can continue to find more, right? 32, but it's at 16 or almost 17. That's not going to work. 27 at 12, not. 26 at 16, no. 27, 34 at 16. Well, that's pretty cool, right? But I can tell you that if I put this in here in my calculator, this isn't going to be good enough. But it's interesting, right? How about this one here? 1172. So we go ahead and pop up his calculator. We put in here $32.95. Gonna make $9. That's actually pretty good, but you got to remember we have $4 of. At 4 to 11, 15, 72. With all in, we're going to make $5.70 profit at a cost of 15. So that's like more like 30%, right? not quite where we need to be or where we want to be as a target. And look at this one here. Whoo, 32 and 831. Let's pop that in here. 32. Well, we can make a cool $12. Remember, we have our $4 cost to ship it in, so we're going to turn this to 12. 12.31 to make $8.30. And so you can see down here, he's got a little range here. It's somewhere between 50 and 100%, probably close to what we are looking for. And so that's number 2, right? Pretty quick. Now, there's certainly more to this story here on how to work this tool, and you'll have to learn some things. That's why this isn't a quick get-rich-quick system. None of them really are when you get into the nuts and bolts of it, because you have to learn a lot. Okay, so even here you have to learn some things. But however, you can get started very quickly once you get into this. And right now, I know that Peter's offering a 14-day free trial of his Zen Arbitrage system. So you can actually try it out for 14 days. No cost. It's full-blown. You can use it, pull the books, get the information, do the purchases, make the deals, make the money on it, whatever it is you want in those 14 days. I tried it and never stopped because if there's this deal and that deal, and they're, oh my gosh, in the 300% range stuff. I have some sitting out there over 400% right now. As a matter of fact, that book I told you that sold for $33.99, and other copies that I sent in are now over $60 offer. You're thinking, how could that be? That's where the price is right now. So some of those I bought for under $3, less than $3, sitting on the shelf in Amazon's warehouse, being offered for sale for over $60. And I don't know, maybe in a couple of weeks, one of them will sell, 2 of them will sell. I don't know. But anyway, I'm hoping that happens. If not, I have a lot of room to change my price if I need to. Even at that price, I'm not the lowest offer, but I'm the second lowest offer. So once the lowest offer is gone, guess who's lowest? Right. So anyway, that's Zen Arbitrage. It's an amazing tool. There's a lot of information in here that you can get out of this. And that's not even a tenth of what this is all about. There's training and support. Peter Valley is second to none on training videos. He has, I bet he has, between 50 and 100 videos out there. You're thinking, oh, I can't do that. Well, you don't need to have all those in front of you when you get started. Probably 4 or 5 of them. They're probably 15, 20 minutes each. Some of them are closer to an hour when it gets into pricing, things like that. Need a little bit more detail, but you can get started and get going very quickly on those few videos, and then learn some of the other nuances as you go along, as far as pricing and repricing and things like that. So you see that up here, training support. You can upgrade. This is another part to this whole thing. It's called Zen Trade. It's another piece that you can buy into. It's not that expensive. And yeah, believe it or not, yes, I have. I bought a book using and found it on Zen Arbitrage that I also, that I found using the Zen Trade tool. I bought it for right around $30. It cost me about $4. I'm sorry. I bought it for $30, and Amazon was running a special trade-in. You could sell that to Amazon for like $38, right? 36, 38, something like that. So it wasn't a lot more, right? But my cost was $30. It landed. That's shipped and delivered to me. And when you do a trade-in, Amazon gives you the label, the shipping label. They pay for it. Amazon pays for the shipping label. So it's free. Just print it out on paper, right? So yeah, you need a bag or a box or something to ship the book in. I have stuff around here, put it in there. So it cost me for the paper and a little bit of ink, and the box was already a box I used to ship other things, to receive other stuff in. So I just put it in the box, shipped in, and Amazon credited me about $36, right, in Amazon's credit system. So I had a credit of $36. It cost me $30. I made $6. And you know where I bought the book? I bought the book on Amazon. I bought the book on Amazon, had it shipped to me, repackaged it, printed out a free label that was sent to me by Amazon, sent it back to Amazon, and made $6. Pretty easy, right? Pretty crazy, right? These are happening every day. Thousands of these situations are happening every day, and they change by hour. I bought another one, even better margin on it than that. So there's a whole other site called Zen Trade that you can get into. You'll see there's Marketplace. What is that? That's the most amazing thing, add-on piece of this of all. It's a place where you can go through here. Let's say you're down here and you find this deal, right? It looks really cool. You like the deal, but maybe for some reason it just doesn't fit your criteria. Maybe you're a person who likes to get really high ROIs. This isn't quite it, but other people might be interested in it. If you go over here and you say list in Marketplace, you can actually submit this deal into this marketplace, no cost to you, and offer this deal to other people who are using Zen Arbitrage to buy it. They will buy that deal, somewhere between $1 and $8, something like that, depending on how well the deal is. They will buy that deal and send the money directly to your PayPal account just for finding it. So you can actually make your own little business. You're not buying and selling books. You just go in here, use the tool, find the deals, send them over to Marketplace. And if they're good enough, people will buy them and they'll get to know you. Will buy them regular, and you can make $100, maybe more a month, just sending deals in here and not doing any book arbitrage whatsoever. Pretty cool, right? It's amazing. It's the only place like this on the planet that I know of. All right, so then there's the tracking. It's tracking books. I have books in there that's tracking for me, the ones I bought, sold, things like that. And so, and I have this under a different view. I have it on the simple view. I'm going to go ahead and click on this enhanced view. You go to the enhanced view, you get more columns of information here. And you see when I go over this, it pops up different graphs. You'll learn how to read them. They're very easy, but they're information about Amazon pricing, new book pricing, used book pricing, ranking, sales rank, which is something you'll learn a lot about. It's a very important parameter as far as book arbitrage. You can, here's another one. These, you hover over this. This is a well thought out tool. You hover over this and it will show you books that are for sale outside of Amazon. Here it is. I mean, they're just showing right there. If you click on it, it will actually send you right over to here and it shows you there what you can buy these books on about 30 other non-Amazon websites. Right here at your fingertips. You can go jump into Keepa, which is that graph that. Anyway, lots of really amazing stuff on this. Again, well thought out. Uses it. He uses it. He is a user of this tool. So when somebody is a user and provider of the tool, you know that it's going to work because they're going to make sure it works because they need it to work. So this is a big plus. So, okay. This finishes and completes my review of online book arbitrage, a business that you can get into. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a somewhat slower and hopefully you feel more likely, more powerful, more solid, more reliable way to get into online, like start an online business using Amazon, buying books from Amazon and selling them back on Amazon for higher prices. You don't have to buy the books on Amazon. You can buy them on these other sites. I bought them on other sites for less money and shipped them into Amazon. Sell them on Amazon. However, it's pretty crazy to think that you can buy a book at one place and then sell it at the same place, more or less, for a higher price and make a profit. But it's thousands and tens of thousands of these are always available all the time. So you're not going to get saturated on this. I mean, if 10,000 people got into this, maybe if they did that, you might see some degradation. But there's 20 million books right now out there. How many deals can you? I mean, if you could find them all, you'd run out of money. You just couldn't. You wouldn't have enough money to buy all the deals. So you'd be stuck till you sold some more to buy more deals. And you know, if you're in that place, that's a good place to be. So this finishes it up, but I wanted to let you know that and remind you that you can get this free online book arbitrage book, Peter Valley's book. It's available free. You have to pay shipping and printing. It's not much money, $7 or $8 total or something like that. Anyway, but the book is free. There's a lot of great information here to get you started in the online book arbitrage the right way, and talks a lot about how to do it on Amazon, which is our medium that we're using mainly. And it's full, packed full. In fact, there's a great story in the beginning. Peter tells you about how he got started in the first place. It's a scary but also funny story in there, so you'll have to read that. So you can get that book. I have a link below the video for the book. You can go right over and get it. And also, he's running a free online book arbitrage web class. All right, which is, I think it's like an hour long. It's packed. It basically gives you he walks you through doing this, right? It's not focused on the Zen Arbitrage tool. It's about how to get into this business. And if you decide you want to get into Zen Arbitrage and use the tool, software tool, that's up to you. All right, but it's packed full of information that you'll learn a lot about the business, the industry. He's not going to hide anything from you. He's going to lay it all out there in this web class. It's an amazing web class. And he's going to also tell you that this is not a get-rich-quick system. And he in fact, he's very much against those systems that are being sold like that out there, which I get. I get that. And then finally, the Zen Arbitrage software itself. You can check it out. Again, you have 14 days if you decide to test this out. I mean, no cost. There's no cost for 14 days. Zero. Cancel anytime, no problem. Just get out. And you can go in here. It's full use, so you can find the deals yourself. While this is what is pretty amazing. Believe it or not, Peter Valley is extremely available. What I mean by that, here you have this guru, essentially the person who started teaching this online book arbitrage business from 2007 on, who is willing to talk to you, text you, will give you his text him, email him. And he's serious. I've emailed him, talked to him, texted him, asked him questions. You can do that, believe it or not, while you're in a trial. No problem. If you think you're not going to get any response, you don't know Peter Valley. He lives and breathes online book arbitrage. Totally immersed into it. He's definitely the guru that you want to learn from. And I can't say enough about him. From what I've seen, he's an amazing guy. He has time for everybody. He really just he wants to help you get started and become a partner, somebody you can talk to and share stories and learn from in this whole evolving industry of online book arbitrage. So there's a link below for the Zen Arbitrage software that you can click on, and when you click on it, you just go there. You can go look at all the information on your own, explore it, decide if it's something that you want to try out. But again, the link is below. So below you have 3 links, right? For one for the free book, online book arbitrage link. You have a link below for Peter Valley's online book arbitrage web class, which is free, totally free. And you have a link for going to check out the Zen Arbitrage software. It's a link, and you go there and check it out. It's totally free to check it out. And you have right now 14 days to try it on your own and see if it's something that you're interested in, something that matches your online business objectives. So click those links below, whichever one you're interested in, or all 3. It's up to you. Check it out. Can't say enough about this product. And Peter Valley himself, amazing guy. He's got a Facebook page that's private for those who sign up, Zen Arbitrage, and it is a very active Facebook page. People are in there. They're showing screenshots from sales and sharing information. It's a very, very active Facebook group. Love it. I go in there. I'm not a Facebook fanatic. I very rarely use any Facebook communication. I go in there every day and I receive Facebook information from that, pop-ups every day, and it's important and valuable information, and people in there are amazing people. So a great group to be part of. I'm glad I'm part of it. And I do communicate and talk on it. So with that said, again, the links are below. You're more than welcome to check them out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It's longer than I expected it to be. But I wanted to get all this information out so you can have it in front of you to make an informed decision about how you can get started with your online business using Amazon as your medium and textbooks, buying them low and selling them high right on Amazon. And believe me, it's real. So check it out. Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Mark Canter signing off.